Hi, you kids and cadets. Welcome back to Tommy Time. I appreciate all of you checking out my channel. We got stuff to look at, junk stuff, all kinds of junk, good junk, bad junk. We're going to check it out. Elderly scrapper called while I had a Troy built on my table. He says, "Hey, I got a brand new weed whacker." He said it's a Japanese company. He says it's yellow. I says Ryobi. He says yeah, Ryobi, brand new. He said. So he always gets me excited. I go out. I said I'll be right out. I go out and it's an edger, the LE720 Trimmer Plus. It's one of these shift on the go deals. You can put different attachments in this thing, but this isn't brand new. He said there's no gas in it. So we'll discuss this. And then I got two bicycles. He didn't tell me about the bicycles, and I had to stuff them in my CRV. He helped me. I opened the back door and lifted the front tires as far forward as I could, and we stacked two fat bottom beach bikes in my CRV. He had him tied down on top of a refrigerator on his trailer, so I jimmied up there and untied him and handed him down to him. So I gave 10 for the Ryobi and 10 each for the bicycles, so $30 haul. And he gave me this handheld pruner, the extended pole. He tried to give me an electric saw, and I said, no, I don't mess with electric. He says, what about this Corona brand? And I said, no, I don't. He says, take it. I'm just going to throw it in the scrap yard. He says, you take it. So I took it. So let's check this thing out. Clucky's holding it down for me. I can give you the year. It is kind of old. I looked at the nameplate. It's the model Romeo Yankee 28120, production date 04/25 of 2013, 26cc, made in China, Tektronic Industries, America Inc. is Ryobi, it says. I'm showing you all this jazz upside down, but conforms to California emissions 2013. So I did confirm there is nothing in the tank. They're calling for 50 to 1. It looks like the fuel lines are kind of dry. Probably need to be replaced. So I mixed up some 25 to 1 in my little container. I've got this size, the 25 to 1, so I've got it up to 10, and I got the fuel up to 10. So if I don't know the machine or the history of it, I don't know how long this thing's been sitting, I'm going to use 25 to 1. It might be a little smoky, but the funny thing is the bulb showing fuel in it. So I say we give this thing a shot. It's got a momentary switch for the stop. It's got the safety here. This has to be depressed before you can pull the trigger lock. So I'm going to mix this up. Clucky's going to supervise. Snakey's holding down my drink. I've got a container here, or a cup. Greek's Pizzeria, you guys know this. I think it's around Indianapolis, Anderson, Broad Ripple, Carmel, downtown Indy, Fishers, Indy South, Muncie, McGallard, Noblesville, and Zionsville. So you guys know this? Maybe somebody gave it to me. I don't know. I don't remember. But it's got my refreshment for the day. So let's continue on. Probably do the bicycles in another video because I'm going to have an issue getting them out single person. It's going to take me a while. One's pretty rusty with the fenders, that cheap China coating on the fenders. The other one's not bad, but it's got two flats. The rusty one has good tires. Okay, so we got a little leak here. I didn't tighten that down good enough. So that's my 25. What I should probably do is force this liquid in the bulb down into the tank and maybe dump it out. Because if I pump it, it's going to go down the return line. Okay, I already see an issue. It's leaking fuel here up on the plate that holds the bulb down. Okay, bulb seems to be empty now. Is it down here? Yeah, there is a little bit in the tank. Let me get a container, dump this out. Every time I pick it up, this edger is flopping around. I don't know if the handle's tight, loose. Loose as a goose. I grabbed the correct size socket and I have a dropper if we have to drop some mixed fuel in it to get it to start. But right away I see a fuel leak at the bulb base. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. I am. I'm pretty busy. A lot of scrappers are showing up with crap, which is fine. I try to tackle it as fast as it comes in to determine if it's going to start. What parts do I need to order? And order parts and let it sit. So there must be something in here. I'm getting a little more in the bulb. Okay. Oldie but goodie. This just popped off. So what do we got? We got a little foam filter, which isn't much. Put that back on. Fuel it and go. If it starts, I'll do lines, fuel lines. I didn't even do a compression test. Usually I do to see if it's worth it, but I wanted to get you guys going. If it craps out, I'll save the fuel that I put in here since it was a dry tank nearly. Okay, keep going. I didn't even degrease it. It's got some grease stains here on the bottom. Okay, so that's that. Let's try priming it. Okay, it filled the bulb pretty quickly. To start, set handle to A. It's on A. It says prime it or purge it 10 times. Then what? Squeeze and hold. Okay, they want you to give it throttle, squeeze and hold the throttle. Okay. Number 4, continue holding trigger and lock out and pull. Wait 10 seconds to warm up, then set to position B. Okay, I didn't let it warm up to 10 seconds, but wow, kicked off. What do you think of that? Huh? Put it back to A. And prime it again. We'll do the steps. So we need some gaskets here. I can see it's just pushing some of the mixed fuel past the primer plate. We'll try it off choke. No throttle. So why is it crapping out? It sounded so good, and now we don't have a thing. I'll just start from number 1 again 10 times. Set it to A, squeeze and hold the trigger. Nothing. Did I flood it? Take it off choke. And I'm not going to give it throttle. No wonder I don't like Ryobi. Who knows what the diaphragms are like? This thing's probably never been touched. May need an overhaul, carb overhaul. New fuel filter and hose. RCJ6Y. It's wet. Ground out my screwdriver to the head. We got Sparky Spark. I'm going to direct inject with my little dropper dopper. So we know we got compression. It kicked off. Just wouldn't start again. Maybe I was too slow on taking it off choke. Okay, I'll do another drop. The other thing I could do after you guys leave is compression test before I even start tearing this down to clean. I just thought I'd bring you along for a little looky look. This has got to be one of the oldest Ryobis I've taken in. Okay, start over. A will be choke. I'm not going to prime it or purge it because I put the drops in. Maybe I'll do full throttle. Yeah, what the hell. We'll full throttle it. Nothing. I'm just squirting gas everywhere. It's blowing by. This might be loose. It's tight there and tight there, so could be the bulb is dried out or this isn't seated properly. Walbro carb, it says here on the top. Open choke. No. Nope, 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 nope. That was a stinker. A real stinker. It's got potential, but we're not there yet. I'm looking for my return hose, see if I see any bubbles. Yeah, it seems to be working, but no starty. Okay, sorry. You never can tell. I thought it would be a miracle if it did start just because of how old it was. Most likely original fuel lines. Okay. Gas is just pouring out of the top of the carb where the primer bulb is, so we got issues. I'll give you the model again. Romeo Yankee 28120. That's a 2013 26 CC. And there's a serial number, which you don't care about. 2013 emissions control. And it says here, do not use E15 or E85. E10 is fine, 10% ethanol, but I wouldn't even use that. 50 to 1. Okay, we're done. Show and tell's over. It was worth a shot. You guys have a good day. Appreciate you coming out, checking out my channel. I know I'm usually using or working on mowers. I'm starting to mess with 2-cycle here and there. I hope you don't mind. Any questions or complaints, you can email me, tommy.time@yahoo.com. Complaints, concerns, congratulations, criticisms, I'll take it all. Shade tree mechanics have broad shoulders. I'll take it and I'll bake it. Have a nice day. Adios, amigos.